and it just looks so smooth right here. Infused with lab-created sapphire particles. What? Hey girl, welcome to Lane, where my goal is to find you the best beauty products for the best prices. And in today's video, we're going to be battling to find the best setting powder, specifically for oily skin girls, or maybe combination oily skin, because that's what I have, that's available at the drugstore. So let's get into it. We're going to be testing out the top 4 rated setting powders. 2 of them are loose, 2 of them are pressed. For the first round, we're going to be doing NYX HD Finishing Powder versus the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Loose Powder. I'm going to be doing the Wet n Wild on my right and the NYX on my left. Starting off with the NYX, according to Amazon, it's a lightweight translucent finishing powder that helps soften the appearance of fine lines and pores. The silky pressed powder has a fresh matte finish, sets and corrects. It comes in 3 different shades: translucent, mint green, I'm assuming for acne, and then banana. It has 4.5 stars with over 8,000 reviews, and it goes for, depending on which one you get, between $9.26 and $10.37, so not awful. Moving on to the Wet n Wild. A jack of all trades is what we're calling her. Introducing our new, I don't think it's actually new, Photo Focus Setting Powder, a silky weightless setting powder that can be used to set, mattify, absorb oil, or bake. Complete your foundation application with our setting powder to create a soft focus look and subtly blur the look of fine lines and imperfections. It comes in 3 shades. It has 4.6 stars with over 4,000 reviews, and it goes for $6.33, and it's a big container. Like, do you see that next to my head? It's huge, and it's not like a little bit empty. It's full, so you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. We're gonna have to touch up some of the bronzer and blush on this side because it's supposed to be translucent. It definitely has pigment to it because it completely covered up the contour that I had on this side of my nose. I like the finish of both of them though. They make everything look super duper smooth on both sides. I think I like the finish of the Wet n Wild slightly more. I feel like neither of them really have that like, oh my goodness, you put on a lot of powder look, but this one just looks a little bit more natural, a little bit more like it's just my skin's more naturally matte, smooth. They both did a good job smoothing, especially on the sides of my nose where I used the little powder puffs. I'm impressed with that. The question is, will they be too drying? That's, at this point, I'm okay with either. The question is right now, is their balance. Will it be too drying? Will it not be matte enough? Neither of them are sitting in any weird lines. Like I have like little baby outlines on this side and they're fine. My forehead lines are fine. In between my eyebrows, they're fine. So far, so good. I'm gonna go about my day. I'll do a check-in halfway throughout the day in natural lighting so we can really see what's happening. And I'll see you in just a second. Okay, we're almost to that halfway point. I'm about to hop on the live stream, so I'm checking a little bit early. But look how good everything looks. Look how matte everything looks. And smooth and beautiful. Hey, hold on. I'm like, it's still kind of bright right now, so I'm trying to make it so I'm not blinded. Like, look at that. I am pleasantly surprised. Tried the NYX one before. It was a long time ago, but I've never tried the Wet n Wild. So far, so good. It's been like 13 hours. You can tell by my hair. The makeup doesn't look all that bad on either side. The Wet n Wild side is definitely more shiny, especially on my nose. I don't know if you can see shine getting a little more tint on this side. This side is not as much, just a little bit of shine. And I would say that the Wet n Wild side is settling the fine lines a little bit more. I don't know if you can see like on my forehead and right here. It's kind of made its way in there, and on this side not as much. And this side does not feel dry though. It's gotten a little tiny bit patchy. It's broken up a little tiny bit where I had to cover up a pretty red spot zit, that's what they're called. But besides that, it just looks better. So even though I do like the Wet n Wild, I think the NYX one did a better job. That one runs this round. Okay, round 2. We're doing what I'm pretty sure is the most popular powder like on the planet, the Maybelline Fit Me Press Powder versus the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. I just spent 35 minutes looking for this because I could not find it anywhere. I knew I owned it because I've used it before. It was in my travel makeup bag. I'm going to be doing the e.l.f. on my right and the Maybelline on my left. Doing the same thing that I did last time where I used the brush kind of around the outsides and then a little puff in the middle. Starting off with the e.l.f. It says, #no filter because you don't need one. This loose setting powder has a light and silky texture that leaves your skin shine-free on the surface with a natural luminous finish within. Infused with lab-created sapphire particles? What? Why do you need sapphire? The formula blurs imperfections and gives a complexion that's smooth, soft-focused, and that always looks selfie-ready. It goes for about $7.50 to $8 depending on which shade you get. 4 shades. I have it in the shade Light. It has 4.5 stars with over 8,000 reviews. A matte and poreless pressed powder, ideal for normal to oily skin. This long-lasting powder leaves a natural, poreless finish with a long-lasting shine control. Particle mineral technology absorbs oil to mattify skin while your pores virtually disappear. I have it in the shade Clear Ivory, where it comes in 24 shades. It goes for $7, so almost same as the e.l.f. Has 4.6 stars with over 67,000 reviews. Holy cow. Dang. Maybelline does such a good job with the blurring. I mean, e.l.f. does too, but like just looking like right here in this area, a lot of times I'll have texture right here, especially because I have a lot of acne, that little tiny whiteheads, like that kind of stuff pop up here, and it just looks so smooth right here. One thing I will say, my pores that are like bigger aren't really being touched at all. Like like they're still very visible. On this side, they're a lot less visible. Nothing feels super dry right now. Nothing feels like it's gonna flake off, and it doesn't feel tight or anything like that. So I'm gonna go about my day. We'll do a quick check-in, all the things. You know the drill. I'll see you in a sec. Soon I'm not gonna be able to do check-ins at like 7 o'clock at night, and it makes me depressed. But here's what things are looking like. We got a little bit of dryness going on underneath the nose, but besides that, everything else is fine. No shininess. Well, a little bit on the edge of the nose. Nothing too horrible. I'm not looking like an oily mess or anything. Both sides look about the same, like with a little tiny bit of shininess though. Nothing settling into lines weird. The rest of the makeup stayed on well. I can't really complain. Around the nose on the Maybelline side, the makeup's like completely gone. Like all right here. But honestly, besides that, it looks pretty great. Yeah, I'm still oily in some places, but then there are some places that's just fine and it looks the exact same, and the makeup is actually pretty strong. The e.l.f. side, kind of the same case. It's just not quite as faded. Like it's more faded than completely gone on the side of my nose right here. I wonder if it were like, it's just a little bit more oily on the e.l.f. side. So I'm gonna say e.l.f. side's gone. Wet n Wild is gone because it kind of did the same thing. Although they both did a good job. I think it's between the Maybelline and the NYX, and I honestly think I need to see them side by side. I'm gonna look at the clips in the morning because it's really late right now, and then I will do like a little voiceover to tell you which one is the winner, because I can't decide without seeing both because I feel like it's so close. When you look at them side by side, I feel like NYX is the obvious winner. It's not nearly as shiny, and hardly any of it had faded compared to Maybelline. Maybelline still does a good job, especially at blurring and smoothing, but I feel like NYX, if you're looking for the longevity side of things, NYX is going to be the best. If you missed my last video, you can check it out right here. I'll list everything I talked about in the description box below. Those links are affiliate links, so I do get a small percent of the profits if you use my link to buy the product. This is not effective in any way. I love you so much, and don't forget that you are enough. Bye!